Welcome to 2019 Screen Watcher Nation. I am back and I am ready to hop back into movie reviews of all sorts. The first one we're going to hop into is a Netflix original that has been getting some positive and some negative press. But before we get into that, do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
Shh, they're about to start the movie.
Okay, so the movie we are going to review is Bird Box, and before we get into that positive and negative connotations that we've had in the press on this movie, let's jump into the cast and crew, shall we? You have Sandra Bullock leading the way, a wonderful leading lady. She does a phenomenal job playing Mallory. You would know her from Gravity, Speed, The Proposal, lots of other rom-coms, as well as some very serious roles. She has really shown her range as of late, which is phenomenal. You also have Trevante Rhodes, who plays Tom. You would know him from Moonlight, as well as The Predator and 12 Strong. You have John Malkovich, who plays Douglas. You would know him from Being John Malkovich. Anytime I'm going to mention John Malkovich, I'm going to bring that movie up, because that's just really cool to have a movie that is based on being you. I've also reviewed him in other movies like Mile 22, and then one of my recent favorite movies, Deepwater Horizon, he was in as well. You have Vivian Lyra Blair, who plays Girl. She is in the miniseries Waco. She does a phenomenal job. And then you have Julian Edwards, who plays Boy. He's in a lot of one episodes so far, and then he had a small role in Ready Player One. This is kind of his bigger break so far in his very, very early career. You also have a couple of other people like B.D. Wong. You would know him from Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. You have Tom Hollander, who you would know from Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. And then you have Lil Rel Howery. You would know him from Get Out and Tag. But I didn't want to get into a whole lot of their characters and stuff like that. There's a ton of secondary characters, and they're all played by pretty decently well-known actors and actresses. But if we got into that, it would take a very long time. So, basic outline of this movie. The plot is that all of a sudden there is an attack by these creatures that if you look at them, you kind of go crazy and end up killing yourself. Very similar idea to The Happening a while back with Mark Wahlberg, where it's a suicidal type of attack. It's not like you're getting attacked by something and you die. It makes you crazy and you go and kill yourself in various ways, which this does lead to quite a few gory scenes, some very action-packed scenes as well. So this is not a kids movie, even though there are child stars in this movie. So I would just warn you of that. But you have Mallory, who is the main character, played by Sandra Bullock, as I said earlier, and she sees all this start to go down, and then hides in a house, which happens to belong to John Malkovich's character, Douglas, and a couple of other people are all running in there and just kind of seek shelter. They are, blocking all the windows. They're wearing pieces of cloth over their eyes so they can go and find supplies and things like that. And then, obviously, the story goes on to where they are trying to get to a place where they could stay long-term and be okay. I'm not going to get too much more into the plot because, again, I don't want to be spoilery with it. When it comes to the writing and the acting and the idea of the movie, again, there have been movies like this before. I think this did a better job of being more exciting, more scary, more realistic, I would say, than The Happening. The Happening kind of was just very chaotic in my mind. So I think this does a better job than that. I think the acting was phenomenal. The writing was pretty gosh darn good as well. You have the realism of what people would do at this point in time, at least in my opinion. So I thought it was done very, very well. I enjoyed the movie. I would suggest you watch it. It is on Netflix. It should be for a very long time because, again, it's one of their originals, and it is getting a ton of positive reviews out there. The negative reviews that I mentioned in the opening, there has been something called the Bird Box Challenge. Please do not do the Bird Box Challenge. It's basically where people are putting blindfolds on and trying to do things. You cannot see, you will hurt yourself. Please do not do it. Hopefully none of the Screen Watcher Nation gets hurt doing that, but you know, you had the Tide Pod challenge and now you're having the Bird Box challenge. So, you know, there's a little bit of me that says if you're stupid enough to try it, you know, maybe Darwin's kicking in, and we're getting a little too dumb as a race, and this has been put in front of us to weed us out. But please do not do it. I would not suggest it. You see in the movie how it does not work out very well for them. So, again, I really liked this movie. I enjoyed it from start to finish. I was engaged from start to finish. It's definitely thriller. It's definitely worth the watch if you like the thriller genre and are okay with a little bit of violence and gore. It is R for a reason. There's some language and things like that as well. So that's my review of Bird Box. Have you seen it? What did you think about it? Let me know in the comments down below, whether it is on YouTube or Facebook, which awesome thing, our Facebook channel hit 31,000 followers just after my 31st birthday, so that I thought was really awesome. But Bird Box, good movie to review and start off our 2019 movie review year. So hopefully your popcorn is always fresh. Hopefully you enjoy your day at the cinema, whether it is at your home or is at your local theater. But other than that, I just want to say thank you for watching, and I will talk to you all next time.